Alrighty, so back for another story time video. This time I'm going to be talking about something kind of serious that a lot of people don't know about me, including really close friends, and a lot of family actually doesn't know. This is about the time I got arrested. I'm not capping, I have been arrested before. And yeah, this is me explaining. It might be different from other people who have been arrested. I don't know if anybody's arrested watching this. But let me explain. Okay, so basically, my brothers and I, we never really got along, right? And what happened was, we were arguing, and I was really mad at my brother, and I had a can of canned air in my hand, and basically I meant to slam it on the floor, like I meant to throw it on the floor. But as I was doing that, it slipped out of my hand and hit him in the head, causing him to get a pretty good sized gash in his head. And so, my father took him to the hospital because he needed stitches. And the hospital asked, they're like, "Oh, what happened?" And my dad was like, "Oh, they were fighting, and then he accidentally threw, canned air at him and hit him in the head." And the hospital actually called the police on me, and the police showed up and I got arrested. And I didn't go to like jail or anything. It was weird. They took me to like this I guess it was I don't know what you would call it, but basically they took me to this building and we went into the basement. I know it sounds sus, but trust me, I'm telling the truth. But we went to a basement, and it was like kind of like a holding area, I guess. And basically, it was just these two desks and these two cops. The cop that arrested me, and then the another cop that was there. And I'm not gonna lie, I was crying. I thought my life was over. I thought, oh good, now this is gonna be my permanent record. I'm gonna be, have a criminal record. At that time, I was 18 or 19. Never been in trouble with the law at all. Never really been in trouble in school or anything. And now, my life's going to be ruined. And so they took me to this building, and they put me on a bench. And the bench had, like, a circle on it. And they took the handcuffs and handcuffed one of my hands with the handcuffs. And the other side of the handcuff was on the bench. And I was crying, and then not the one that took me in, but like the other cop that was there. There was a male cop and a female cop. The male cop is the one who arrested me, I guess, and the female cop was just another cop. And so I was crying, and she was like, "Is everything all right?" And I was like, "No, I just got arrested." And make a long story short, she talked to me, she calmed me down, and she was actually a really nice cop. And basically, I was there for like 30 minutes to an hour, and I got my phone call, my phone call that they gave me. When you get arrested, you get a phone call. And yeah, the cop calmed me down a lot and talked to me about it, and saying, "Oh, this is not gonna go on your permanent record. Trust me. If the judge says, it is just an accident, the judge will forgive you." And, the cop really calmed me down a lot. And it was a really nice cop. And she actually gave me her personal cell phone number. And she was like, "If you ever need anything, call me," So about an hour went by. And then my dad came and picked me up from the place that I was at. And basically, after that, I just got a court date. I had to go to, get a lawyer and all that. I had to go to court. And originally, the judge wanted me out of the house. The judge wanted me evicted from my own home because it's kind of domestic abuse or whatever, domestic violence. And the judge wanted me out. And I had, when they first took me in, the judge was there. And he came in at night. I think he was just in a grumpy mood, honestly. And I had a really shitty attorney because it was the attorney that the jailhouse gives you, So I didn't really get to have. That was before I got to pick a real attorney. And that attorney didn't absolutely fuck all. Like, that attorney was garbage. But the judge was like, how do I know this is not going to happen again? We can't take the risk. You can't live in the same house. And so after I got picked up, I had an actual court date with the same judge. And luckily I had a good lawyer, and the lawyer convinced the judge, and everything was fine. I got to live in the house, and that was pretty much the end of that. And it actually ruined the relationship with my brother. It's not his fault. It's my fault 100%. But that whole incident ruined our relationship, which that's going to be another story for a different time. Not going to say it in this one, but there will be another story time explaining that and how that all happened, and basically how I ruined my relationship with my brothers. There's more to it than that, but that was a big thing about it, but yeah, so not much of a story. You guys were expected to be more exciting than that, but yeah, that was the time that I got arrested. All right, so thank you everybody for coming, and I will see you guys next week for another story. Bye-bye.